fuel system upgrade with a surge tank. Today it's supposed to be the car inside of the garage to get the measurement and find an aluminum plate, but the car, it's not inside the garage. Alright, nice, how lovely. I have to go to search for the key and for the car and bring it inside. Go figure out where it is. You're gonna tell me, it's not a big deal. Yeah, if you have somewhere to place the key with a tag to see where's the car, then yes, it's nice, but there is no such a thing. I mean, one panel, let us say, to hang the key and find it. It's not like that, not here, not in this garage. I have to go through how many keys. You're gonna tell me, okay, how many out do you have, right? Yeah, okay. Some things, some small things, all right? Somebody mentioned that, there is more volume here. You place a comment that, there is much more fuel here than down here because there are the 3 pumps. Yeah, this is obvious. Obviously, it's like that. But it doesn't change the fact that all this tank is filled up with petrol. And to get advantage from the petrol that you have inside. Now, if you pay attention to the leveler, when it goes somewhere here, approximately, how much? This is not the top. The top is somewhere here, alright? It comes, you can see the video actually. It's 2-3 centimeters, and then the light comes on. Alright? I mean, there is even more. The pumps are somewhere here, but the light is standing on somewhere here. I'm not gonna open it again, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, again, it's different to be down here. I mean, yes, I understand that there is more volume, more space here because there is the pumps located more lower. But again, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, okay, for some people it makes sense. Looks like the person who placed the comment, he said, okay, the most fuel is here up. No need to be down here. All right, that's me. Again, because I have this opinion, this doesn't mean that I'm right. All right, this is with my common sense. Fine. That's what I want to say. Now, regarding the setup, you have different fuel systems. You have one fuel system, you have the low pressure pump, the original one. They're gonna pick up fuel from the tank to fill up the surge tank, and you cannot connect the overflow here. It has to be blocked. The return, it's supposed to don't be, you're not gonna return the fuel from these pumps to the main tank. You're gonna return it in the surge tank because different system. On the stock fuel pump, there is a fuel regulator, there's a fuel filter and a fuel regulator. Alright? On the stock fuel pump, like I said, there is a fuel filter, integrated fuel filter and regulator. So you cannot keep it, let us say, always in maximum load. If it makes sense what I'm saying, what I mean by that, if you now have to start the drawing again, it's early morning, give me a break, I have to find the car. I'm gonna try to explain as best as possible. If you get it, okay. If you don't get it, no problem. So, the stock fuel pump, here it's pushing through the surge tank. The surge tank is pushing through the fuel system front, alright? After the regulator, it's not right to return it in the fuel tank, in the main fuel tank. You have to return it here. Otherwise, the small pump, the main fuel pump that has in the tank inside, you're gonna always pumping maximum capacity because there are 3 pumps with a bigger line here. That's always return the fuel where? Not here inside, in the main fuel tank. If it makes sense, if you understand, I hope you understand. That's why you have to return it here in the surge tank. This is different fuel system. One fuel system is responsible to maintain, let us say, 5 bar of fuel pressure and fill up the surge tank. This system, it's responsible to make, let us say, to fill up the fuel and keep different pressure, let us say. Example, the stock pump is making 5-6 bar, the aftermarket pumps, they're gonna be, let us say, at 7 bar. Example, alright? So, then, on the fuel regulator, you're gonna put a boost reference because of the low pressure injectors. Because it's different, let us say, to have 7 bar of fuel pressure behind the fuel injector, and front of the fuel injector you have 2 bar of boost. Or 2.5 actually, how much it is. That's why you need the boost reference. But from the other hand, for the high pressure injection, for the high pressure pump, you don't need a boost reference. Why? Because it doesn't matter. It's spraying direct inside the combustion chamber, and it doesn't matter the pressures because it's exceeding much more. It doesn't make any difference the 1, 2 or 3 bar, let us say, of boost. different inside the combustion chamber, different to be at the port with a low pressure injection. I hope that I make myself clear. Now, when I said about the 3 outlets, instead of having a single one, I mentioned one to go to the high pressure pump, one to go to the low pressure fuel injector, all right, and the other one is gonna go to the fuel regulator, all right. The fuel regulator, it can accept feed, and keep in mind that when, let us say, you demand so much fuel, you have the 2 lines that they supply the high pressure and the low pressure system, all right. If you have high demand, the return will gonna stop returning in the sewage tank, so you're gonna help also the 3rd line that's gonna be through the regulator. Maybe you don't get it, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I'm doing, and it never disappoints me all the time. And I can prove you this one with a flow meter that's working much better than a single one. Different to have 7.8 millimeters outlet from the 3 pumps, 7.8, 7.8, and 7.8, and different to have 7.8 to 10 millimeters. Okay. Again, I prefer to fix it once forever and to don't come there again. It will, like I said, it will gonna work fine with a single output. It will gonna be fine. Why to don't optimize it? That's my point. All right. But that's me. That's me. That's how it's gonna run. That's what he wants the customer. It's been tested before. It's running. Since running, we are stopping there. Now let's go to find the car. And finally, I found the car. Yay! A few things before I show you something back here. All right. Let me see also something. There is any sign of overheat? No. All right. Okay. All right. This side. Yeah, this is better because of the rotation. Yeah, see what's happening. The fins that has a brake rotor inside, as it spins, we are going forward, all right? It's transferring, it's pulling, it's sucking air from the center and it's removing the air this way, all right? The other one, because it's opposite, yeah, okay. Instead of sucking the air from inside and throwing it out, because other way around, it's sucking from outside and it's pushing it inwards on the bearing, on the hub, in the center of the wheel. Yeah, forget about that. Fuel system, right? Yeah, fuel system. All right, now, ethanol content here, all right, fuel filter, and this is the original fuel line that goes to the high pressure pump and to the low pressure injectors. Now, ethanol content, it will gonna stay. So it means I have to connect the aftermarket fuel system, the fuel line, it has to come here at this point. All right, all the rest, you're gonna be stock with a 7.8 millimeters inner diameter pipe. All right, and how much? 8 bar in the best case scenario. That's it. That was my point yesterday. Let's see the car inside. Let me throw the cigarette. All right, inside. Now, whoever fixed the wiring, he didn't do a very good job, if you're asking me. All right, it can be better. Okay, the plug is open, no worries about that. This is for the battery. This is open, this is closed. I don't want to hanging cables here and there. All right, let's open this. Let's put this from this side. All right, and let's put this back how it's supposed to be. All right, okay. And this is supposed to be for the exhaust. It might be for the exhaust flaps. All right, keep it there. No need to be here. Fine, fine. Then, yeah, all this wiring, all these cables, you can fix it much better if you just remove the panels and you route it properly with a zip tie, with the cable tied, let us say, in place. Because you see that there is a wiring here, so you can support it and you can hide all this wiring. You can hide also the units, the controller or whatever it is, this one. Fine. And don't be like that. Even here, let us say, from the battery, you are getting the positive for the relay of the water methane pump. All right. Yeah. Simple question. All right. Why don't go, let us say, all the way like this, all right, and hide it here inside. All these cables, you're gonna be hidden, you're gonna be take care, all right, inside, and we're gonna hide it. You're not gonna be able to see that. Fine. Then the wiring, the main positive, not the main positive, the positive for the fuse box, probably this will gonna get away from here. You're not gonna stay here. You're gonna be routed like this to create more space here. Now, I wish that I had this depth, how much here, but I don't have. The surge tank is gonna be here, at this point, on a plate, like I said. Now, attachment points. You're gonna tell me, okay, how you're gonna secure it, how you're gonna support it. Fine, you're right. We have one hole here, one hole here. We have also here, actually. This is better because it's double. All right, one here, one here. You're gonna be two brackets over there. You're gonna be one in the middle here. You're gonna secure it down. The G sensor here, you're gonna stay in place. I'm not gonna bother with that. And then we have to find at least another two points. One point is gonna be the ground of the battery here. All right, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 over there, and another one point. Has anything behind the insulation or something? Nope, it does have nothing. Nope. I need another one point. I need the fourth point. Back over here, no, nothing. I need the fourth point. Now this one you're gonna tell me, okay, why you're not using, let us say, the studs that has here, because these studs, it's not threads like this, it's threads for the plastic nut, and I don't want to put a plastic nut except if I use all of them. What I mean by that, if I use 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, that one, this one, and one in the center. If I use them all, no, it's gonna be tilted. Yeah, why not? Why not? We're gonna see about that. It's gonna be nice if there was a stud here waiting for me to make one spacer, and then yeah. You get the picture, right? Now, is it grounded, this one now? On the paint? That's the ground for the relay. And I put a bet that you're gonna find a healthy ground behind this cover. Here, this was for the tank. This was for the methanol tank. Forget about that. You're not gonna need it, because at the end you're gonna be down here the methanol tank on a plate, on the bottom plate. Let's remove this panel to see what we have behind, because there is a steady point here. There is a steady point here that you can mount the plate. All right. The aluminum plate is gonna be something like 2-3 millimeters thickness, and it's gonna get dressed with a rubber to don't vibrate, to don't rattling. Yep, and to be more steady. I don't want to rattle. I don't want to scratch the car, and I don't want to have to don't be flexible to moving all the time, because there is something that's called metal fatigue, and it might crack the aluminum. So, and like I said, in the center, to be safe, just in case, you know, if something happen. All right, knock on wood. Where's the wood? Knock my head. All right, to be fine. All right, that's the plan now. Let's take care. Let's open the panel to see what space we have back there, and from where we're gonna push the fuel line, from where we're gonna pass the fuel line. There is one gap here. I want to see where's the exhaust. The exhaust is supposed to be here. All right. Yeah, that's why I need a jack. We have the diff over there. Need to make sure that we're gonna be safe to pass the fuel line. The specific fuel line, even if you pass it next to the exhaust, you're not gonna have any problem, but I'm gonna try to avoid to passing next to the exhaust, next to the hot spot. I'm gonna try to pass it through the original route. We're gonna remove the original line, the fuel line, and we're gonna pass it where's the original fuel line, but we need to move it from here till the path of the original fuel line. Yeah. Okay. let's start working. And another comment right now that I have to measure how much fuel till trigger the light. Nope, I don't have to measure anything. Sorry. It's that much, it doesn't change anything. It depends how much fast you're gonna fill it up the stock pump, and it depends how much demand has the fuel system front, the fuel injectors, the high pressure pump, the low pressure pump. So okay, even if I measure it, so what? It won't gonna change anything. And I don't want to spend more time for that. I'm just following instructions. I'm gonna make sure to be correct the connections, alright, terminals, the fuel lines don't have any leak, and I'm gonna continue as per the customer, how he wants to connect it. Now, when we're gonna trigger the light, how long to remove your foot from the accelerator pedal, the consumption, all these things, nope. Like I said, it's not my setup. My setup is gonna be completely different. I'm not gonna choose this short tank, not the company. Again, nothing against the company. I'm not talking about the company. I'm not gonna choose a short tank that's gonna have one outlet. That's what I'm saying. But that's me. And I'm gonna play, let us say, with the different fuel regulators. Different, let us say, for the low pressure pump, for the low pressure system, for the low pressure fuel injectors, different for the direct injection. Maybe the tuner, he's gonna be able to tune it, because as soon as you are giving boost to the fuel regulator, you're gonna increase the fuel pressure. Why? Because of the low pressure injectors, but the direct injection is gonna be different. Now, if the tuner, he knows what he's doing, he's not gonna have any problem. I hope. So again, nope. I open it twice. I open it once just only to see inside how it is. I open the second time just to flip the barrel. Third time it's not happening. The next thing what I'm gonna do with that, it's just only to make a leak test to reach a 10 bar of pressure inside with the fuel. I'm gonna fill it up with the fuel. I'm gonna connect one pump outside. I'm gonna pump, close everything, pump 10 bar of pressure inside of the fuel, and see if it's leaking from anywhere. Keep it, let us say, the pump until it burns. I have some pumps that I don't care. I'm gonna give it, let's say, half hour under 10 bar to warm up also the fuel, and we're gonna see. This will gonna be the only test what I'm gonna do with the surge tank. I'm not gonna touch it again. I hope that I'm not gonna have any leak or something. The seal here, it steps properly. Alright, down I didn't touch it. We're gonna see about that. Sorry, gentlemen. No. Once again, for me, it's wrong. For me, for my eyes, for my brain, for my mind, alright? For somebody else, it's correct. Your opinion for you. Keep it for you. Thank you. Let me upload this video because it's gonna be huge. It's gonna end up to be, again, half hour. Then we're gonna continue with the car outside. I saw you earlier. You saw it, actually. We're gonna put on this video. That I just bring it inside. Thank you.